I speak 5 languages, and here's how I balance them in my daily life. First of all, figure out which language dominates your daily life the most so that you can figure out on which language to focus on the least. For example, I currently live in Austria, so I speak German in my daily life with the people that I interact with, and I do use English quite a lot in my job. So these are the languages that I don't focus too much in my free time because I'm taking care of them as I work or as I interact with others. Then I also have a certain set of rules that I follow, like speaking only in my native tongue, which is Latvian, with my family. Another sort of strict rule that I have set up for myself is that I'm only allowed to watch movies or series if I'm watching them on my own in Russian, so that I still upkeep the language somehow. I don't have anyone in my daily life with whom I can interact who speaks the Russian language, so I find this a good balance to upkeep this daily spoken Russian. In my free time, I also love to read, and I make sure that I always rotate between the languages when I'm reading books. Right now, I'm reading a non-fictional book in English, and before that, I read a fictional book in Russian. So the next book that I will be buying will be in Latvian. This again allows me to rotate between the languages and make sure that I'm kind of balancing out as much as I can. Through reading, I can also practice reading out loud and also practice and deepen my storytelling skills. The reason why so many people don't really enjoy learning languages is because they focus on the learning part too much. But you can make it exciting, you can make it fun. It doesn't have to feel like a chore. It doesn't have to feel like you're actually learning a language. So what I do here is to find any sort of digital media that I can get my hands on in all of the different languages that I'm interested in. So I watch Russian YouTubers like the Brian Maps, and he makes kind of like gaming content and content with his friends, which feels very lighthearted. Because of that, I don't truly focus on learning the language in the moment, but I'm actually just watching the video, so I don't really notice that I'm actually learning a language in the first place, which is something that you essentially want to practice as well if you want to become fluent in a language. Think about the native language that you know. You don't translate the words in your mind as you speak. I find it a great way to train exactly this. This is exactly how I learned to speak German fluently in just 6 months, because I would watch the TV constantly, so I would get over that phase of translating the words in my mind. These are just my little tips, and I hope that they could be of at least some use to you. Feel free to share your favorite practices in the comments down below of what helps you to upkeep your languages and how many languages you actually speak. I would be so curious to know what other languages people know out there, so maybe I will be able to pick out another language to learn then.